80 spellcaster monster and floats into Silent Magician level from the hand-picker break continues to today. In Duel Links, where you have less space and resources to build your board, then Garrick's collapsible cards like Silent Magician run. Having the option to get your opponent's would also force your opponent to have to play around the possibility of a surprise Silent Magician level a spell and defeat stick with 3500 attack, whether you're writing the card or not. What makes Silent Magician especially interesting amongst the considerable amount monsters that find within Duel Links is the lack of a skill or other mechanic dedicated to bringing it around. Yuki's always can Destiny Draw or Arcana Show Nightmares, which is like Odin's Ambush Trap Hell but with spells. Although we have to reprint a card from the hand to the deck instead of shuffling the end of the spells into the graveyard. Silent Magician has been in Duel Links entirely on her own terms. Finding space is a vital defensive tech in almost every meta spellcaster deck over the years, from spellbooks to Pendant Magicians, and for that, we've got to give her the number 3 spot on this list. Also, there's a really cool summon animation for Silent Magician on the way when you play a DC mode, so it's nice to have a reliable way to enjoy and also annoy your opponent. And racing is number 2, so level 4 wing machine, FA Hang-On Box. It's got 1800 defense, which is fine, but don't let its zero attack fool you. Just like in real life, vehicles are way more dangerous when they're moving. The FA archetype's main mechanic is that they treat their levels like gears in a racing engine. As their levels increase, it's like the monsters are getting faster and more powerful with momentum. FA actually are different settings where these cards race, and supports like a hit stop and FA speed can modulate the levels of FA monsters to indicate that card shifting speed as they perform race maneuvers. It's honestly a really cool way for mechanics and playstyle to reflect the fantasy what the archetype is. Of course, in Duel Links, FA Hang-On Bot was absolutely broken, and you can forget pretty much every cool technique in other FA card because none of them matter. Often, the skills in Duel Links need to be rebalanced as the cards release that can use them in degenerate ways. One example of this is Vanguard's Surprise Skip skill, which lets you force a set card into your opponent's backline. They can't look at it, but they can activate it, making it stay gimmicky, goofy later in the game if you pass off a card like Localized Tornado 1-1. But when Mech Knight enters Duel Links and games begin to him on how many cards are present in the beginning column, the Surprise Give skill can give players an advantage in a way that was never intended. The Elements Unite skill we mentioned at the beginning of this video will probably need to be nerfed if Cash Hero Rise card ever breaks into Links, because if you use those get Guardian material into Xyz into it on turn 1, which could be rough. But enough about hypotheticals. FA Hang-On Bot did break the game on release when used with a level augmentation, a generic usable skill by a ton of characters. At the time, this skill was intended to help you synchro summon powerful monsters by adding a level of monster to your hand to a monster on the field. In the days before FA Hang-On Bot, that was fun. After all, well, let's look at what you can get off of one bonus. FA Hang-On Bot starts at level 4 and gains 300 attack for the levels. 1200 attack is hardly gameplay, but hold on because it won't stay that way. Each time an FA spell is activated, you can increase the card's level by 1. And we'll just move past that because as stated, that doesn't matter. Here are the two big ones. FA Hang-On Bot is unaffected by the activated effects of monsters that they rank or lower level in. If FA Hang-On Bot is level 7 or higher, any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. With Dark Lords and Star Setups, you can reliably draw all the cards you need to summon FA Hang-On Bot, and then take advantage of level implication collective restrictions and Dark Lord's high levels to boost it up to level 14. You could reveal X-Shells to turbocharge Hang-On Bot, and then discard her another Dark Lord to drop 2. Some fun math is 14 times 300 equals 4200, which is how strong FA Hang-On Bot will become, as well as immune to the activated effects of monsters and a one-sided macrocosmos to lock up your graveyard. Common removal answers at the time, like Karma Type and Mageki Break, could do nothing to Hang-On Bot with the floodgate preventing discards for cost. Common monster removal options like Blue Eyes Twin Earth Dragon were completely blocked. You could attack and lose twice if you were feeling saucy, but Hang-On Bot would hang on for a blood anyway. FA Hang-On Bot released to Duel Links on March 31st, 2021, as a super rare in the side of the Harmony mini-box, alongside staples like Cyber / Harmony Lady and number 70 the Level Sin from early outlets. On May 9th, the level augmentation skill was adjusted to only reduce K down to the original level. The strongest fires were out the fastest, and fast racers finished quickly. FA Hang-On Bot's one on top was short, but for the rewarded expressive days, it poured through Duel Links, leaving everyone in the nuts. Can you hear this piercing cry of everyone on this list? Probably not, unless you're an insect type monster. That's right, we're talking about a normal spell that's been in the TCG for 20 years and never been good. Jade Insect Whistle. This card was actually assumed to be so unusably niche that it's a normal rarity pulled from generic card pool shared by all the PC duelists and Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists. Seriously, if you've played any amount of this game, you have this card. And if you've been lazy about converting your active into mass, you might have triple digits of this card. When activated, your opponent is made to search the deck for an insect monster and put it on top to pick up your extra offense. Generally, allowing your opponent to search their deck for anything Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not a good move. But Jade Insect Whistle is a little different than Duel Links, and it's all thanks to a secret antagonist of the original Duel Monster anime, Duel Under. Formerly, the East Japan National Championship of Duel Monsters, Weevil would fall his victory from Rex Raptor by losing to Yugi to become last in Duel's Kingdom Tournament, losing to Jill in Battle City, losing a duel into Soul with Yorimo during the Dragon's Arc, and then losing a duel into Soul again to Yugi after the revival during the same arc, losing to the fellow C-tier antagonist Siegfried von Schrödinger during the Battle 93, and finally being sent to the Shadow Realm by Kura after accidentally robbing his house and grabbing his Bacchus Carolina items instead of his god cards. Despite this ground-breaking string of bells, rivaled only by his sometimes rival, sometimes conspirator, Rex Raptor, Weevil is pretty good at cheating. In one of the strongest and most impactful moves anyone has heard since speaking the barrel, Weevil has to look at the young protagonist's Exodia cards and then respond. Also, him and Rex kidnapped Fortune Salmon, a decidedly unfortunate duelist with a kind of free, with Weevil and Rex weren't actually participated. He also stuck the card Parasite into Chimney's deck prior to the duel in Battle City. And one of his skills is a nod to this extra legal ploy. Parasite is a level 2 insect with 5 attack and defense, and the flip effect is shuffle itself face up into your opponent's deck. If your opponent should happen to draw into Parasite, it would summon itself to your opponent's side of the field and burn them for 1,000 damage. Weevil uses to his advantage the agility by walling himself with Insect Barrier, which stops insect monsters controlled by jellies from making an attack. This wouldn't have been an issue, except for Parasite's other effect, which is to infect all monsters in the player's field and turn them into insects. That part was never important in Duel Links, however. But let's talk about Weevil's Parasite infestation skill. At launch, this skill came with kill restrictions and would randomly add 1 to 3 copies of Parasite face up into your opponent's deck. This skill was later nerfed in 2019 to only be usable if your deck has horrible insect monsters to make it a challenge generic, and to only shuffle up to 2 copies instead of up to 3. But for a time, Jade Insect Whistle was almost guaranteed to bring your opponent's next draw and a quarter of the life points. Time Seal is a normal trap that skips your opponent's next draw phase, and it was banned in the TCG for 16 years, from 2006 to mid-2022. And that's a trap card that does what Jade Insect Whistle could do instantly in moments, minus the significant burn from Parasite. While use of Jade Insect Whistle dropped off after the skill nerf, it did recycle for 2022, finding space in Stromberg and Insect defense. And without any additional nerfs, it's likely to see play again whenever the insect deck becomes consistent enough to attain hero from status. So there it is. It's one of the easiest to obtain cards in Duel Links, and it's not getting in other formats. But here it's waiting like a sounds like excuses to me, Donald. Let's see what you got to it. Excited to have you here. But I think the only logical thing to do is to bolster up the players and the absolute control of it. Am I right, Jordan? You are trying to invite you to help me out because that's the real point. How you want to speak to the market? I can see what my house is going to hold the last week. Yeah, that's the difference between good stuff is we just go along with it and get fun. All right, well, I've been getting better with every year. You know exactly what. Say what he did, Joe. What does it look like I'm being the rock? Right on this. Wow, I should have expected to catch him up like that. Good job. You're on the same level for the benefit of you. Okay, so now that it's my turn, I will once again start meditating to the movies. I will appreciate all that you've done to prove robot and sort of ability. That's how you do it, folks. Take the break if you can. If you're supposed to grab the conflict and protect it as well as you can, and you can give your chances of getting good game. Just like this, after I'm done, I'm beating don't be good if you're not going to get it. Don't stop it on a kick, don't stop it on anything. I don't really have any options. Of course you don't have any options. It's an Australia idea doesn't work. Some liberal crash at the game. And then once defense down it, I'm just trying to go to Australia as well. Finally, someone with a brain. Okay, George, I know it's the first time playing this, but I didn't need to. I want to focus on good news. You don't have to be named George Donald. It's not wrong. It's all right, you guys. I think you guys defend me. I'm definitely facing a stack up on my front. Sounds good. And long as you look at that, Donald called me a scary cat for patrolling Australia in the defense to the finish. All right, well, I'm just going to try and rescue two stuff, so this is Donald already. That's what we're going to do. It'll be a late spring time to protect that. So once you get this smart show, it'll be hard to defend Africa, but I think it'll be the best move to do. I'm sure that's an investment too. That's pretty risky, Joe. I have 7 troops in South America and Joe has 11 troops in the Middle East. You saying that Africa will be hard to defend is nothing statement. Perhaps I got to at least try since I didn't know what else to do. Well, I definitely know what to do. We're going to continue fighting more troops for the Middle East. Whatever, Donald. It's just a video game. Don't you take it so seriously? It's my life. Moving past that, I'm just going to try taking over the South American continent. I think I have a decent amount of troops to defend it as well. Well, just like how you were saying that defending Africa is risky. Keep the same concept here in Stalin to take away that phone. And just like you, Joe, we just don't have many other options. So you got to try something. That's because you're a one-trick player in the line. If Australia doesn't work, then you fall apart. Don't apart, Stalin. Just focus on yourself. All right, just hurry it up with your turn. Just keep adding troops to the Australian. Are you sure? You have less than 50% chance of winning that battle. That's good enough. Don't worry about Donald Farage. I'm taking him out of Africa. No offense, guys. If you're not capable of defending the continent, then you're probably going to lose. Are you serious right now, James? You're the one who's putting all their states in the Middle East. What exactly is your plan, man? I'm not going to tell you my opening plan, but if I were to do that, then you guys could easily just counter that. What happened to letting you people lost? I'll tell you what, then. You guys go because I'm doing it. Up to the heights, boys, let me do that. After way back, you guys do. Really talking to you. That really does do something well. Yeah, come that way. Look at this. I guess we're trying to go for more than that. We won't be together. Typical girl. Tell the fucking deal, these you're literally going to Australia, obviously, how stupid could you get? At least you'll be able to fortify South America well this time around for us. That's good usage of your peaceful team. Yeah, that's not bad. But in my plan, I would think it's still in North America. You want to go on the line like that? Hold on, George. You live in the church, you didn't start to take the thing for 50% of the day, and now you do just that. And second of all, I don't believe in forming alliances with the good. I think that defeats the entire concept of the game if you ask me. Fuck off, son. Nobody needs to be up in order to defeat the garbage ass Okay, hold on, Donald. He said I was going to attack Dodo. Are you fucking serious? What the fuck? Fuck that shit, Donald. I'm set up right now. Not gonna come up with it. How's that going? That sounds pretty good, Daddy. Me, George. What the fuck, Joe? Nothing new here. Just because your self-ass said that shit, I'm going to prevent you from getting the Africa bonus. That's what I like to do, Jim. Keep it up and maybe I'll call you Daddy next. Are you guys being fucking serious right now? I don't want anyone calling me Daddy. This is something that you have to get used to, Chris, if you're going to play with us. I don't typically agree with that. And just like that, I was able to defend myself against the company. I've been going to strengthen it up more than completely good with you. Are you being serious right now, you dumb donut? The Rock literally has 7 troops and 9 troops defending the country. In all honesty, that's just the Rock. He's threatening. If he was Donald, I would have done something about it. But stop trying to use it to do your very work. All right, I've heard enough of the food. But I was being a kid, got my sitting in Australia, huh? Shut the fuck up, Rock. I don't need your attitude. I'm just pointing out that you're a fucking hypocrite, Donald. That is a fact. Okay, Mike. I don't think they're having to put it. Shut the fuck up, Donald. I didn't need to hear it. Why about it, kid? All of this might say mention more. Once again, I would get more troops to the building. And then I would try to get captured in the North American continent. How the fuck is this captured in the North American continent? And that was put there on David inside of the United States of Georgia. Don't worry about that, not Georgia. I got a plan for everything. All I need is chill out of it. Don't need to lean in that stuff all the time video. I will say those that I have a plan. And that we once again taking over the side of every time. I love it how you're talking there, sticking and defending his skills. But when the Rock is defending his skills, he was going to call it in the foot. That's the place to go. I'm just taking the facts. Whatever you say, Donald, hurry up with your fucking stuff. Once again, George is a tough kind of trip from the Middle East. All the such a bullshit station. I still don't know what the fuck to do, George. No, it is not Donald. Trust me, I know what the hell I'm doing. I guess it's just up to us to have the time. Okay, let's see it then, George. Other than adding more troops to the Middle East, let's see what you do. Trust me, Barack. They're not going to like this. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you going to do about the pop off? That is exactly what I'm going to do, John. I'm feeling like fucking shit up there. That includes the Rock South America pop off. Are you fucking serious right now? Are you being thinking to the focus of it while Donald's 400 times up and I told you, Barack, I'm not keeping up with anyone, and I couldn't attack Donald since I didn't have enough troops to make that happen. Although you make sure that the Rock doesn't get some stuff against the Rock doesn't be fucking troops too. That's the truth. You're not telling us that I need to do something. You gotta just sitting around. You gotta be hiring someone to take a fucking day to it. You gotta solidify some territory and attack what you gotta fuck. Alright, stop fucking playing me on this. Shut the fuck up, you shopping figure having assholes. What do you mean you gotta focus up? All you're doing is putting troops into Australia and attacking one territory. Anyone can do that, including your dumb ass. Well, I guess the building is still in the unit of the team. So what does that make you guys? This game isn't over yet, Donald. There's some instances in which we celebrated too early, shit has gone wrong. Alright, well let me try making something happen this turn. Once again, I don't have many options, so I'm just going to full send this kid in North America. You better not fucking attack me, people. Don't do that. For once, I'm not going to attack you.
What? What? It's not the keys. I got no cash. You can go get yourself a can pop over here after. Don't let your workers see it. Put in your oil wallet. Yes, sir. Told you we got to play 2 players in this game. Fuck you. Gee. Smack ass. And then why not that way? Smack ass. Yes, sir. 2 players for this game. Fuck you. No FUs allowed. Smack ass. Oh, the top draft pick.
I don't know yet. Still the playoffs coming up.
Oh, yeah. You're not spending drops. Draft picks. Tomorrow on play. Halfway.
We beat Edmonton last night. Yep.
Well, that's going to be a pretty easy game.
We beat them last night 3-1.
Cheap. Swipe ass. What is swipe ass?
Oh, fuck. Nuts.
Cheap. Rubbing them the wrong way.
I had to rub you instead.
Swipe ass. I'll be rubbing some grip. Rubbing your butt and spanking it. Oh, don't let your work see her that. Oh, where's your wallet?
It doesn't use change. It doesn't have change pocket.
Oh. They don't tell them I give it to you though. We'll get that problem. I hear from the groceries tomorrow. Why didn't you give Jason change for it?
Injured again.
Oh man, 2 players, man.
Fuck you.
No FUs allowed.
You see when you fucking want to, bitch.
Oh, look at the top gun last year. I think it's out. What are they third?
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
Connor Bedard.
Oh, wow. Come on, let's play 2 players after.
Fuck you.
Come on, dude. Why not that way?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Fight me, whore.
What, tractor?
Fuck you.
That's the way.
Oh yeah, honey.
Yay, yay. Yeah. Want to get it? Can't believe there's another DLC for that game. No.
It's coming out with a PS5 upgrade.
Oh, oh. Yeah.
You guys don't know what you're talking about. You definitely know what you're talking about.
You got to tell you that if I do that chair. Have someone wearing up.
I'll say that's funny. I can get it from the either my next game or return access. You guys know this game, but you should know that I know this game. You want to have to get up there, okay, drop up close. How about you guys put it on down pretty well? Everybody knows that.
2 players after this. Yes. Hopefully that's well tractor.
You better
You would be up in Chicago, yeah. Sounds like. Dallas.
I'm in Montreal right now.
Oh, yeah.
Try and win them a cup, but that's not important right now.
Ding dong.
Dumbass.
Gee. Yeah, what did in the first round of but then we took the third round.
Don't worry, Joe. I got 4 bucks. What is the actual fucking good thing? This kid is so good. How do I have 4 cards without being able to?
Oh man, 2 players.
Fuck you.
No FUs allowed. And
Well, I won the last 2, so I didn't have to step back.
Oh yeah, the captain.
Okay, Rob, that was pretty
Oh, I need to check something.
when there was 2 players restricted.
Are you just
No FUs allowed.
Are you just fight me, bitch?
And that hurt.
So? Yeah, a $9 for him. Okay.
And then hit on your toes. Yeah.
Okay, weirdo.
Not there, you smart ass. Smart ass. Yay, not there either, you sticky. Sticky guy.
God, this team is old. Wow, this is a very old team. Damn.
Oh, the G.
Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
This is my team for the first round.
Oh, they're about the players.
Yep. Wow, their team's old. Comparing to mine.
Oh, my God. Montreal. Chico. Chico. They want the end of the lollipop. That's right.
How about you go to the store for me? I'm too lazy.
Oh, jeez, Louise. Jeez.